Hello guys, welcome to my sports zone again. Chelsea are in dilemma. Chelsea they have the gold in hand, but it seems they can't realize it. I'm talking about William Estavao and Jadon Sancho, two best swingers right now in the whole world. But Chelsea seems they're having trouble. It's either to keep Jordan Sancho and bring in William Estavao to compete for the same position, left or right wing. But Chelsea, they have very interesting news, very much. Enzo Fernandez linked to Real Madrid, and we know that Real Madrid, if they are coming in knocking, just know that there is no smoke without fire. Enzo Fernandez, it was once confirmed by Fabrizio Romano that there was no concrete discussions between Real Madrid and Enzo Fernandez camp, but it's because we heard that Enzo Fernandez accepted terms and conditions from Real Madrid, but the club to club are yet to discuss anything. So Enzo Fernandez, yes, he loves Real Madrid, and Real Madrid they want a player like him because Luka Modric, when you see, he's already announced that he will be leaving Santiago Bernabeu after winning so many trophies, after having a successful career at Real Madrid, and finally he decided that after Club World Cup he's gonna leave, and we don't know his next step because he's gonna announce his next step after the Club World Cup here in the UA. So back to the golden generation, we have William Estavao scored like two goals for Palmeiras yesterday. A brilliant goal from the left side, whereby we normally see him playing. He was playing on the left side and he scored a brilliant goal. He was on top of the game against Palmeiras. It will be a massive situation for Chelsea with William Estavao. Next season goes to Chelsea, and Chelsea they are trying to find at least a space for him. But you know that space is occupied by Jordan Sancho. He's the lone player who is prolific, a good player, but there's a demand there. Is Chelsea willing to pay the penalty fee or not? Or Chelsea they're gonna pay 25 million pounds, the amount agreed with Manchester United, because either Manchester United they don't want Jordan Sancho to go back to Manchester United, they would rather sell him out even for less. Now looking at Chelsea are still contemplating if they're gonna keep him or they're gonna send him. So back to the topic is that Chelsea are looking at the option of William Estavao, because William Estavao is the best winger. Once he comes to Chelsea, he's not gonna go to Strasbourg like others, so like Henry Price, he's gonna go to Strasbourg. But believe me or not, Jadon Sancho, he's a good player, and Jadon Sancho will most likely leave the club. If there's a possibility, he's gonna leave. So, guys, I want you to like and subscribe for more because some things are there to be talked about. And the only thing which is there that Chelsea are now discussing the way move forward with Jordan Sancho. So once William Estavao joins the club and other teams, they will be looking at Jordan Sancho now, especially Juventus and Dortmund are in. They are pushing so much so that they should get Jordan Sancho. So believe me, I really love Jordan Sancho. He's the guy who has helped the team with his forwards, passing, assists. You can never want to use such a player at 25 million. Believe me, if once he goes to another team or Dortmund or Juventus, he's gonna hit the form. His price tag, his market value is gonna raise again. It's gonna go way out to 50 to 60 because we know that he's a kind of player who's gonna assist a good striker. Just imagine, guys, Jordan Sancho playing alongside Victor Osimhen or a very good striker, Gyökeres. Believe me, how many balls he's gonna feed Victor Osimhen, who's a good clinical. Imagine putting on a cross and Victor Osimhen, he's there on top scoring with the head. Believe me, he played with Jackson, who has wasted more chances. The guy had even created more chances for Nicholas Jackson to be top scorer, but it has not happened. So his performance is being overlooked because we had a poor striker. But believe me, the other thing is that William Estavao is coming to Chelsea. So Noni Madueke, Neto, and him, Jordan Sancho, one has to leave the club. And it seems like Chelsea are willing to let Jordan Sancho go because there's a possibility they can only pay 5 million, and 5 million is enough for a long season. the way he contributed. Then William Estavao, once he comes in, he's gonna play alongside Neto, Madueke, and competing, yes, for the starting 11. We know the boy is good, maybe better than Madueke, maybe better than Neto, but Neto is electrifying. So the other news is that Enzo Fernandez is being linked to Real Madrid. And Real Madrid, we know that they don't just come knocking for nothing. When they come for knocking, they know that they will get what they want. It's their cheese. The cheese we have is the high price for Enzo Fernandez. And Chelsea paid a lot of money for Enzo Fernandez. So the thing is that Real Madrid, yes, they know that Enzo Fernandez won't be cheap to be taken out from Chelsea. And the only thing which is there, they are offering a player plus cash. So Chelsea are a little bit interested in Rodrigo. That's why the move for Jordan Sancho is most likely to happen. He might leave and go back to Manchester United because once Real Madrid gives Chelsea 30 million, 40 million plus Rodrigo, I believe Chelsea will be able to accept that money. And Rodrigo, if he's going to accept the wage bill for Chelsea, yes, it's going to happen because they want to get rid of Rodrigo. Rodrigo is more likely again to join Arsenal. Arsenal are in forefront in quotation of getting his signature. But Rodrigo, it seems, also has got a feeling of joining Chelsea. He believes that Chelsea project, the young project, he will be a main star with many trophies, with more experience. He's going to lead the team like the way Ousmane Dembele did when he led Barcelona for PSG. So he thinks Rodrigo, if he joins Chelsea, he's going to be among the best players, with experienced players. Though he's young, but he's going to lead the team for the young ones into the another era of their generation. But Chelsea, all they want, maybe they might accept something which closely they paid for Enzo Fernandez. They believe Enzo Fernandez, he's an asset, he's a long-term project. That's why they paid a lot of money, and he's very young. So Chelsea are looking beyond this season. They are looking beyond what Real Madrid offering. If maybe they're gonna add up, maybe because Chelsea they already wanted the young boy who's at Real Madrid, the center forward. So if Chelsea will maybe voice out a way and say, okay, we want a young boy who you have at number 9 there. Let's bring him to Chelsea and include the money, maybe 60, 70 million, maybe Chelsea and Real Madrid can come into conclusion. So for me, it's a no-go for Enzo Fernandez. He's not going to go nowhere. Chelsea won't even tolerate any bids for Enzo Fernandez. It's what it is, what it is. Chelsea want to build a strong squad. They need to add up, not to remove, because the other rumors is that Trevor Chalobah might stay at the club beyond his contract because he has shown that he's able to improve. He's able to take in all one-on-one defenders. He has really helped Chelsea from the time he returned from the East long deal from Crystal Palace. The other player, Chelsea, are very close. The representative for Chelsea and Brighton have been meeting this week. They spoke about the possibility of signing João Pedro. We know João Pedro, he's a Brazilian player playing for Brighton. People asking, why do Chelsea always sign players from Brighton? It is what it is. Brighton, they've got good scouts. They scout players who are very cheap. They pay 1 million, 2 million. When they build a team, after 2 years, they sell 50, 60 million. We saw what happened to Caicedo. We saw what happened to Michael Correa. And now they are looking at João Pedro. Believe me, João Pedro, he's not that good, better striker than Nicolas Jackson. Statistics, they got average goals because João Pedro has in 27 goals, he has scored like 10 goals, 11 goals. Nicolas Jackson, he's similar there on the same level. So João Pedro coming to Chelsea, the move looks more likely it's going to happen, but believe me, he's not a great addition. The only great addition Chelsea who's on the list also is Isaki from Newcastle and Victor Osimhen. And Victor Osimhen, Mikel Obi has been trying so hard to push the move to go back to come to Chelsea. Mikel on his podcast said no. Victor Osimhen, he's open to join Chelsea. He's ready if Chelsea comes knocking again. But you know what is knocking Chelsea back? It's because the wage demand. Victor Osimhen wants 250,000, where Chelsea wage bill is 200,000. And if Victor Osimhen can reduce his rugby and go back maybe to 200, and Chelsea maybe will be able like to feed him the amount he wants. Believe me, the only target to deliver for Chelsea is Victor Osimhen. But yes, if it doesn't happen, I love Victor Osimhen, but we need to look at alternative. There is Lilian Delap, and Yao Pedro. Believe me, if I look at both between Delap and Pedro, I think Pedro would be better than Delap because I've seen Pedro technically play. I've seen Lilian Delap playing there tactically. He's got strength, power, and shooting. How Pedro can play from the wing side. He can play as an winger, an attacker. He's got abilities of operating the front line of any position, right wing or left in the central. So, guys, I want you to like and subscribe for more because I'll still be coming for more news. See you.